What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a portrait illustration of a Halo Spartan. Let's begin today's lesson by adding some guidelines to help with the balance and symmetry of our drawing. We're going to start by adding a line coming down the center of our page. So let's start at the very top in the middle. We're going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now in the center, let's add another line going across from left to right. Now we're going to use these two lines to help us create some symmetry in our drawing. So the left and right side are perfectly equal. So from the center line, let's define the size of the head. We're going to move over towards the left to right about here. Draw a straight line going up. And we'll extend that all the way down towards the bottom. Now I want to measure that same distance from the center over towards the right and do the same thing. Going up towards the top and then down. Now we want to connect these 2 points with a half circle. We're going to go all the way up towards the top. Round this out, and then come back down. Now we're going to slope the visor coming in towards the center. Let's start on the left. Just going to draw an angled line coming down and in to right about there. And do the same thing on the right. Now from the bottom, we're going to step up. It's going to add a curve. We're going to go up and then down. Let's go back to the outside. We're going to step in. It's going to slope the visor coming down and in with a short line. I want to pull this down towards the bottom. We're going to go a little bit lower, coming down to right about there, and then pull that back up towards the right. Now we're going to clip off the bottom tip with a straight line, and then from these 2 points, we're just going to angle this up and then out towards these two corners. Let's go back up to the top corner of the visor. We're just going to curve the head, going out and then down towards the side to right about there. And just line that up on the right. And then from here, it's going to bend the head, coming down and then in towards the bottom, toward that center line. Let's go back and clip off the bottom. Now I'm going to go all the way back up to the top. I'm going to draw two straight angle lines coming down. I'm just going to taper this down towards the chin. And then from the bottom, we're going to step up, draw another line going across. Now, going back out to the side, where the side of the head meets that outside line, I'm just going to curve this down and then in towards the outside of that line in the center. Let's continue to add some more detail. We're going to start with the bottom of the head, starting from this point, bend this up and then in. From the top, step down. Follow that same curve coming in. Curve this down and then in towards the bottom of the head. Now that we've defined the shape of the head, all we need to do is go in and start adding some details. Let's start with that center piece in the center of the head. We start on the left, draw a curve going up and then down. And then from here, it's going to bend this out and then up towards the top of the head. From these two lines, draw a straight line going across the top. Let's go halfway down the side, bend this out and up. Bend this out and up towards the top of the head. And then from the side, I'm just going to bend this in and then down. Let's add some more detail to the visor. Starting from the side, draw a straight angled line. Slope this down towards the bottom. And we'll follow that same angle line coming down and in, and then across the middle. Let's add some more detail on the side. Start with a curve going out and then down, and this out and up. And we'll add a clip along the side. Coming down, pull that in. Let's flatten off the top of the visor. Now that we have our rough sketch, we're going to go in and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Now we want to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us add some more detail and layers. We're going to start with the bottom edge of the visor. Just going to define the edge, to smooth this out, and just work our way across towards the outside. just going to add a little bit of detail on the side with a hinge. I'm just going to layer in the bottom of the head. Now just adding some more detail to that centerpiece in the head. I'm just going to layer in the details. Once we finish tracing out our contours, we're going to go back and just clean up our drawing before we add some more detail and shading. Now we're just going to add a light checker pattern inside the visor, starting from the top left, just angling down across. Just work our way across towards the right. And then we'll go in the opposite direction, starting back on the left. Let's go back and lightly shade in the inside of each of those squares. And this doesn't have to be perfect, we just want to rough this in. We just want to create a subtle honeycomb pattern inside the visor. I'll go back and just shade in the centerpiece of the visor, and then lightly shade in the right side. Just add a dark shadow across the top, and then just fade that down. Let's add a medium shade to that center piece of the helmet. I'm going to go a little bit darker in that center. And then go a shade darker on the right side. Let's go back and add a few shadows. Also adding a stain across the top edge. So we're just going to pull these lines coming down. And now we're just going to go around and add the various tones and shadows across the head. So we're just going to tuck the bottom side of the head into shadow. And just go back and just clean that up. I'm just going to go a little bit darker on the right side. I'm just going to loosely add in those markings across the bottom. And just mirror that over on the right side. Now, as we get closer to the end, we're just gonna add some stains going across the helmet, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of a Halo Spartan. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I wanna thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.